Here at Senior Cat Wellness, more times than not, we'll talk about your cat, your feline, your cat's behavior, how to make your cat less stressed, or at the time of publication, the most recent video, how to keep your cat's fur healthy and soft. But what about your cats, as in more than one? If you are the proud owner of multiple cats, life can be quite difficult when it comes to the juggling act that you have to perform on a daily basis. Because whether you have 2 cats or 10, all of the ins and outs that surround responsible feline ownership, it's certainly tested to the max. And that brings us to our topic. In today's material, we'll talk about how to manage a multi-cat household, how to make sure that all those cats receive the love and key essentials they need, and how to do it without becoming too stressed and too overwhelmed yourself. How to steer that ship while making sure that everyone is content. Interesting topic and hopefully a beneficial one. I've got you covered. Stay tuned. One of the first keys that we'll talk about today with respect to responsible management are the essentials, making sure that each individual cat has what they need, rather than essentials as a collective. For example, instead of thinking like you have 3 cats, approach it as a 1-1-1, dedicating your focus to each individual feline and not that collective. Make sure each cat has their very own and perhaps even very unique food bowl. The same should be said of that water bowl. Those litter boxes, not only should each cat have one, each cat should have a litter box that fits their needs. For example, if you have 3 cats and one of them is of senior status, that litter box needs to have lower sides and easier access, simply due to your cat's age. Unique and individual items should also be made available when it comes to relaxing areas, napping areas, and those toys. Scratching post in your home, make sure that each cat has one. In the big picture, not only do individual essentials help to shine a light on each individual cat, independent from the rest with respect to their own needs, but it helps to potentially eliminate any aggression and hostility within the group when it comes to claiming territory, claiming those items. There's nothing to fight over if everyone has their own essentials, especially if said essentials are placed far apart from each other. I mentioned the litter box when discussing those essentials, and that takes us to our next line of proper management. That involves keeping your home clean. Because while keeping your home clean, it's an obvious, but with multiple felines around, things can get rather messy and dirty in a great big hurry. Make it a priority to not only clean the house and clean out those litter boxes on the regular, once every 24 to 48 hours or so if possible, but make sure that all of your cat's stations, the food station, that water station, the play area, the napping station, make sure everything is clean and tidy. Vacuum your home on the regular as you would normally, but place an emphasis on those high traffic areas and the places that your cat usually frequents. Cleaning your home is wise for the most obvious of reasons, but a clean house will reduce the chances of foul odors. And foul odors not only for you and the guests that come to your home, but foul odors for your cats. Sometimes if odors are very potent, cats in the home could begin to sort of cross-exist, if you will, with respect to these essentials, because everything begins to pretty much smell the same. And the last thing you want is all of your cats, say, ditching their individual litter boxes and instead taking up the habit of sharing one. Cleaning on a regular basis can serve to keep things looking and smelling good, smelling clean, and to also make sure that each cat stays within their own space when it comes to those key essentials. Next up, let's talk about relationship, how each cat gets along with each other, how the cats are getting along as a collective. This is critical because you could have all of the proper essentials and a very clean home, but if the cats aren't getting along, the rest is really all for naught. Now, if you have multiple cats under your roof, the same cat you've had for many years, then you could probably take over this video right now and teach a class for others. You've got it down. Your cats are happy and the interactions are likely positive 99% of the time. However, if your cats aren't always on the best of terms, it becomes critical to monitor things and find that root cause when it comes to uneasiness and perhaps aggression. Don't just let that situation that you've seen linger and wait until it resolves itself. Never forget this is your home, and sometimes pets can take out their frustrations on your property. Sure, you want to keep your pets safe and to make sure that they live in harmony, but you also want to avoid conflicts that could hit your wallet. You don't want two cats at odds with your sofa in the crossfire. Be mindful of your cats when they interact, especially if having multiple cats in your home is fairly new. If you see anything negative, something that could cause a problem, separate those felines. Never tolerate that strife because it could establish a negative trend where there are not only cats at odds with each other, there are cats at odds and they think it's more than okay to be at odds, to be aggressive, because no one is attempting to stop it. If there's tension in the air and your cats are stressed, attempt to turn that negative into a positive via playtime. Get your cats distracted in a positive way. Sometimes simply blowing off some steam will diffuse the issue and redirect that energy. The next area of management that I want to speak about today involves health. Making sure that one cat is healthy can be a tough task at times, but managing the health and wellness of multiple cats can really be a chore. Vet checkups, they're always important, but they rank near the very top of that priority list when you have a multi-cat household, because depending on the situation, the health of one cat could very well dictate the health of the entire group. Regular vet visits are key, if for no other reason to make sure that all is well and that your cat family is doing all right. As I've said in many videos on this channel, you are really the first line of defense as an owner if you pick up on anything unusual. If your cat is acting a bit odd, be proactive. If your pet is lethargic, not eating, not using the restroom, don't let that negative trend continue. Step in and be proactive. Not only for the health and wellness of that individual cat, but potentially for all of your pets. The very last thing you want or need is a home full of sick felines. And before I close things out today, I want to dedicate some time to interactions. Your interactions, how you relate to each cat, and how you relate to the group. Engagement, always be hands-on as much as possible, via petting or play. Cuddle sessions, always be there as much as you can. Don't play favorites, but let each individual cat know they're important and that they are very much loved and valued. Cater to your cat's needs, but also make it a fun experience, a bonding experience. Get to know each feline on a real level. Get to know their unique personalities and tendencies. Cater your interactions to them. Make each interaction personal as to who they are. This is just another way to show each cat individually that you care about them and have their very best interest at heart. Make each cat feel special, even though they live in an environment with multiple felines. And finally, I'd suggest this management tip regardless of how many cats you have in the home, but make sure each individual cat, each individual pet can be identified, whether that is through means of a visible tag on the collar or the microchip. Even if all of your cats stay inside, shy of those vet visits, all it takes is one exit out that back door to potentially cause an issue. This is not to scare, but rather to be safe. Make sure all of your cats can be identified and safely returned to you, just in case. And to the wonderful audience of Senior Cat Wellness, what are your thoughts on this topic? Is there anything you'd like to add to the conversation? Anything that I left out that you'd like to mention? As I always say, we have strength in numbers. If there is anything you'd like to include, please let your voice be heard. The comment section, as always, it's all yours. And if you enjoyed this content, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you as a member of the Senior Cat Wellness family. And until next time, thank you so very much for watching, and I will talk to you later.